Okay, so it's a random scene here, and like I want flames coming out of this from this random object. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to create flames like this. Now in the particles tab, create a particle system. But like there's a problem. The particles are falling straight down. To resolve this problem, in the velocity panel, just raise the z value and bam. And this another problem. We just want particles coming out of this area. For that, we're just going to select the faces we want the particles to come from, and in the vertex properties, just create a vertex group and assign. In the weight train mode, the weight of our vertices is full. So in the particles properties, in the vertex group panel, just select the vertex group we have created. Now particles only come from the place where we want them to come from. I'll just increase the number of particles. Now it's perfect. Now what we have to do is to bake the particle system. What happens now is particle system is fixed at the place where we want it. We'll start working on a fluid. I'll add a cube for the domain and just scale it till the place where we want the fire to go. In the physics properties, select the cube and click on fluid. We want it to be domain, gas, and do the same like our domain to the emitter object, but this time we'll have this flow type to fire plus smoke and flow behavior to inflow. Change more settings such as smoke color and initial temperature. Fuel value will control how much a fire is spread, and in the vertex group select the group which we have created and mesh to particle system. Select the particle system and now turn on initial velocity. Okay, so we just have the simulation. It's kind of like what we want, but its resolution is too low. Wait, I'll just modify the fuel value. And yes, we have that. I'm now going to select a domain and set the resolution to around, I think, 210 and bake it. So we're here. The baking time is 1 minute and 5 seconds on 16 GB RAM. But there's a problem. We cannot see our simulation in the rendered view. For that, select a domain and create a new material. Remove the principal BSDF and add a volume shader. Connect volume to volume and we have such a cool and nice smoke. But to see the fire, we're just going to add a node called black body and hue and saturation. We're just going to connect the color of black body to black body intensity, and now we can see a fire. We just put the hue and saturation node in the between, and like you can control the color of a fire. Just play with the hue and saturation value. You can play with the density value for our smoke and it's very cool. So we have the fire we want in the simulation. Oh, we can see the particles. And I'll just set up my scene now and look at it how it looks. It just looks awesome in a background. And now I'm just going to set up our scene and some colors or emission. Now it's time for the final rendering. It's very cool. Finally, I'm just going to render my animation. After 3 hours of rendering and adding sound effects, we have a final simulation ready.
Propulsion systems online, ignition on, fire.